What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phenomenal Four Podcast episode 15. That is a
15.
great number. I don't know why, it just is. It sounds good, okay? I am your host, Gracie, along with Dee, Jordan, and Gabriel. We all do some sort of wrestling stuff on TikTok. You can follow us at our handles underneath us. We have a really fun day today. We have a special guest.
Oh,
But before we get into that, Jordan, tell us about our sponsor.
Yes, the great Rootless Coffee. Make sure you use code Panda Coffee at checkout. Saves 15% off. Proud sponsor of Panda Wrestling Company and Danhausen.
that's a coincidence. We're in episode 15, and yet the discount code is 15% off.
Look how that works out.
What do you know? What do you
amazing.
know?
Because of that.
It's amazing.
Perfect. Okay, you guys, let's get started.
Phenomenal!
Yay.
Man,
Yay.
whoever
Okay.
made that killed it.
Yeah, whoever made this needs to be
Spot
promoted.
on. That guy deserves a raise.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfection. Okay, I think Dee's got some technical difficulties, so we'll wait on her as well. But you guys, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and it is so fitting for me to announce our guest, United States Air Force veteran turned pro wrestler, and the host of the 3 Count podcast. He's coming. Wait, hold on. Red
Ooh.
Dawg.
He no-showed.
Oh no!
Oh, there he is.
What's going on, man?
I love it.
What's up? What's up? That's right.
Hey.
She got it right. It's the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. Also, the DICK of this industry.
Ooh,
The dog in charge, kid. Get your mind out there.
Damn.
That's not how this works.
dog in charge.
Okay.
I like
love
it.
That
I love it.
That was great. That
was
That
great.
was really great. Well, thank you for your service, and thank you everybody
thank you.
that's in the chat. If you have served, thank you guys for your service as well. We're happy to have you here. What did you do? What did you do in the Air Force?
So the moniker or the whole catchphrase isn't really like behind the scenes. It's actually kind of shoot. So I was intel. So when I was doing stuff,
Okay.
like I was working with a lot of full motion video stuff. So it was a lot of fun. That's what I enjoy.
Hey,
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. How long were you in for? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, I know this isn't like wrestling related and stuff, but
Nah, ask all the questions you want. Yeah, 6 years active duty, 5 years spent in Hawaii. So everybody's like, that's not a real place to be in, whatever. I was there 5 years, and then 1 tour in Iraq.
Oh, wow. Okay.
cool.
Wow.
Where was your favorite place to serve, or what was your favorite duty station?
It was definitely Hickam, hands down. Like everything that I tell everybody all the time, anything that happened to me that was monumental in my life, all happened at Hickam. So Hickam Air Force Base, always hands down, would be the greatest place to me.
Where's that at?
So Honolulu, Hawaii. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
I liked your.
nice.
Yeah.
You really sold it.
Well, like
Hello,
it all matters. Like every tattoo that I have, except 2, right, all came from the islands, and one of the tattoos is actually named with the Hawaiian state flower on it. So, like I said, when I talk about the islands, like really, like I love the islands of Hawaii because they gave me so much aloha, and I just love giving aloha right back for it.
That's cool.
I love that.
That's
Air
cool.
Force has all of the good bases for sure. At least I feel.
That's awesome.
That's what everybody says.
I'm
We
an
have the best
army.
bases,
I'm an
but
army.
then, you know.
I'm an army family, so I envy the.
I'm
The Air
partially
Force.
with the Army, but I'm also partially with the Navy.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
that's cool.
Okay, so
See, you
before we
can't
get
have that.
into
You
your,
gotta pick it.
I
You
know.
gotta pick
I know,
one.
right?
You can only have one.
I'm just like,
you gotta
only have one.
pick your
That's how it
side,
works.
man.
That's how it works. Like, listen, I'm an army brat. I was like, I'm an army brat myself, but I'm Air Force. Like I was raised Army. I joined the
Mhm.
Air Force. So you're gonna have to pick
Ah,
Oh
one.
yeah.
okay.
And I'll tell you this: people out there who are trying to put out there, people out there, U.S. Army stands for Uncle Sam ain't released me yet. And Navy stands for Never Again Volunteer Yourself. And only everybody talks about how great the Air Force is. So I'm just saying, you can call me the
That's
Care
great.
Force, but
Okay.
hey, at the end of the day, you love what we have.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
I love
So
it.
before we get into your wrestling career, you have a podcast as well. What's the name of it and how can I said it earlier, but what's the name of it again and how can we find it?
Yeah, so it's called the Three Count Podcast. We have three shows that go on with it, right? So we have our debate shows that you can find every Sunday. We have Now Entering the Ring, which is all about just kind of taking advice from like other wrestlers. And we're going to actually hit our 300th episode, which I'm super excited about. And then we
Ooh.
have Now Entering the Ring 201, which is kind of like bringing back our favorite guests and just having more of a with those guys and like talking to them more about like more stuff about the business and just trying to figure out how to navigate your way through. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/3 count podcast. You can actually buy all of our merch. If you see that middle t-shirt right there, that's actually our t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3 count podcast. You can find us on all your favorite social media platforms at 3 count pod or on Twitter at uh, 3 count underscore pod. There you go. And
Mhm.
yeah, we have a
Nice.
blast. We always bring up people. Actually, fun fact, Matt has been one of our guests. We actually brought him because he's such a great friend of mine. And that's my other half, my tag team partner right there, Chaz Don. The Don Chaz Evans
What's
is
up?
Nice.
my oos. So yeah. So
Oh yeah.
that's
That's
that is
awesome.
I
him right
love
there. He's actually the
that.
guy who
That's great.
runs the debate shows. Yes.
Oh okay.
Oh. Oh, that's
That's
cool.
great.
So how did the podcast come into fruition? Like whose idea was it and what made you want to do it?
Chad's gonna say that it was his idea. What happened is I was attached to another wrestling podcast, right? Doing a called Frankenstein or Franken Culture presents Frankensteiner. Big loves for Steve.
Oh.
Steve Porkney was one of the guys who saw something in me when my friend Marty brought me on his show as a guest. So we episode right, and we are doing wrestling content, right? Talking about the past episodes. And then I brought Chaz on, right, as a guest, just randomly, because Chaz and I used to. Those who know what that means, you know what that means. So anyway, I brought him on as a guest, and Chaz got bit by the podcasting bug, and he came to me and was like, "Hey, uh, I would love to be do a podcast like Skip and Shannon, like talking debate wrestling topics." And I was like, "Cool, let's run a try episode on our my podcast. If it does work out, then we just do a whole thing." So we did it. We all had me and like three of our friends. We all had great chemistry, and it just kind of took off from there. And then Chaz and I have been on since December of 2019, and just
Mm.
doing the show every week that we're that's the big so we have some family stuff going on, then obviously we take care of our family stuff. But if we're booked on a wrestling episode, try to get you when we back. So being a wrestler, working on the indies as well as podcasting is a nightmare. But
Uh-oh, he's
trying to
breaking
get
up.
Oh.
stuff together.
You're breaking up.
Uh-oh, where'd you go?
We're losing you.
We're
Yeah.
losing you.
Let's be mindful. This is not what we wanted.
Is
Okay.
everything okay now?
He's fine. He's
It, it,
fine.
should, it should be at this point now. It should be at this point.
You're good.
You're
Gold.
good. You're
You're
good.
golden.
Okay. Golden. Yeah, no, that podcasting bug is going around.
Yes, it is.
And it's contagious.
Yes,
It's
it
very
is.
contagious.
Yeah, it's exploded.
So yeah. So who are some of your favorite guests that you've had on? Because you've had some notable people on.
Yeah, we've had it's crazy to think about that we're coming up on 300, but yeah, we've had a lot of cool guests come on the show. Um, we were talking about it, but on Instagram, we were talking about it on Instagram. But our 50th guest that we had on was actually TJP. TJ Perkins, for those who from WWE. We had Chris Van Vliet as our 200th guest. Who else did we brought on? We brought on Willow Nightingale. People know her now. Said it's half. Who else? Trisha Dora, who's one of the top wrestlers, female wrestlers. Yeah, whatever. I ain't worried about him. We've already had her one-on-one, and we'll run it back whenever I can find time to do it. I'm trying to think. We've had a like awesome guests that's come on. Sam Beal from Impact actually came on our show. All of the members from SD Taylor Promotions at Ring of Honor when it was like old Ring of Honor. We've had all those guys. So we've had tons and tons of cool guests that came on and talked with us.
Wow,
that's awesome.
That's incredible. You also told me that you had Eddie Guerrero's daughter on.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So when Shaw was actually getting back into business, I sent her an email just because I was like just trying to see if it was going to work out or not. And she was like, "Yeah, I'd love to come on your show." So we brought her on the show and we had a full conversation. That was a great time. And she's such an incredible person. So I can't wait. I remember the question I asked her who had the best frog splash. And she was like, "I do." I was like, "Yes, you do. Yes, you do."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
like that's it. The conversation's over. No debating anymore.
She's like, "Yeah, I
Dominic who? Not a thing. As long as Shaw Guerrero is in the business."
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems pretty sweet. A lot of people have told me really good things about her, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and she does a lot for her fans too.
Oh, really?
That's cool. That's cool. It's always nice to hear.
Yeah. So if you guys, I don't want to say this, right? But if you guys reach out to her, she may respond back. So,
Okay.
Shoot it.
Good to know. Good to know.
You got to find her email first. That's what you got to do. Then shoot her email.
Hello, Jesus. Okay.
Also, actually, one person I do want to talk that we did have on the show.
Yeah.
It was Kid Bandit, actually.
Ooh.
I love Kid Bandit.
Ooh.
They are amazing.
That's sweet. I like that a lot.
Yes.
Cool. I definitely have to go check it out. I went through it. Oh. Oh, did you freeze again?
He out.
I hope not.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Freeze.
Okay. You're good at that point.
Nobody
there
move.
he is. There he is. Don't move. Okay. Yeah, no, that's really awesome. Really cool. I wish you all of the luck in the future with your podcast. It seems like y'all are headed
for sure.
Definitely headed up in the right direction for sure. So
for sure.
let's talk about your pro wrestling career. What
I got a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask a question? All right. First off, Matt, thank you for the raid. We appreciate you bringing your people over here to us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yay.
So I'm a big like gear ring attire guy, right? I'm a huge fan of like what all that looks like and how that adds. So how did you come up with your gear? Obviously your background that might play into it a little bit. I get that. But what was your inspiration and like just your whole getup? How'd you think of all of it? That's what I'm curious. It is good.
Which set actually? I'll ask that question first because
oh God,
I have two that I love.
I like the new one.
I mean, go through either of them. I'd love to hear both.
Okay.
Wow, let's hear it.
So I have all black set, right, and it's got my vet with it too. And the idea behind it was to be like a tactical time, like kind of like mercenary. And at that time, I thought like, oh man, I'm gonna be like this super serious, like I'm in your face, like kind of like dude. And the serious side wasn't really working for me, like as I was trying, right, to figure out what my character was. And the one thing about the military, I think a lot of people forget is that there's a lot of dark humor in the military. Like we laugh about a lot of shit that you probably would find to be like super offensive. And so I was like, well, I want to be more of like ass kicking, have fun, and just talk a lot of trash. So obviously this guy right here who's sitting next to me, Deadpool, is a huge inspiration for my character, and I was like, yo, I love it. So I was like, let me try to incorporate this. So that's how like the blacks came about, and I was like, I want to get an all red gear set made. And I was like, who could I look like? I can pull it right off of Deadpool. And so, like, I did my tribute to Van Wilder's Ryan Reynolds himself, and just wanted to pull something fun. So I was like, let's get it, and like, let's do it.
I like that. That's cool. I like that.
That's really cool. I love that. I freaking love Deadpool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It just makes me so excited for the Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, right. You get a Red Dog in that movie.
So where did the
Hell
name?
yeah.
I know where
Somewhere.
it came from, but where did the name Red Dog come from?
Ooh.
All right. So before I answer that question, I'm gonna let everybody else try to figure it, and then I'm gonna tell you guys where it came from.
Oh, okay.
I'm bad at this. You guys know this. I'm bad at guessing stuff, so I have no clue.
You a fan of Clifford? The big red dog?
Uh,
I've heard
Oh.
everything.
Is
See,
that
it's not just
accurate?
me.
Your guy says tell the real story too.
Spill it.
okay.
Tell the real story.
At this point, you're at a hot seat
All right.
right there.
So it's not so much that I'm a fan. It's not so much that I'm a fan of Clifford, right? But Clifford is my first name. So yeah, you're pretty spot on with at least where it came from. I was actually picked on in elementary school and in junior high school. Like I was bullied like my whole time because my first name is Clifford. So everybody used to associate Clifford the Big Red Dog and like make fun of me about it and stuff like that. And it was really like my sophomore year in high school where I was like, hey, you know what? I need to take this and make it my own and run with it. And so I did. I started off Red Dog. I started taking that power back from all the guys that were bullying me and stuff like that, and thought that they were going to be so cool and edgy by calling me it. So once I took it and ran with it, people just kind of like stopped saying it to me. And so everywhere
There
with
you
me,
go.
and I talk about it with going from high school to college to the military. If you guys search hard enough, you might find 2 hip hop tracks out there with my name on it. Poetry used to take it everywhere, so it was everywhere to me. Yeah. So you can find it everywhere, and then the military, you don't get to pick your call signs; you just get one. So that was my call sign, was Red Dog. And then as I made my way to pro wrestling, I was like, aims to call me, and I was like, bro, I'm just gonna be honest, it's always gonna be Red Dog. Like it just, and so I've just ran that ever since.
Wow,
That's so cool. That is so freaking cool. That's like a big old FU to everybody who ever picked on you.
And I do say honestly, I'm gonna take this out of the Cody Rhodes book every time where it's on a segment that they used to do with speaking to other workers in there. That is definitely a definition of undesirable of how you began it when you were bullied by it, then to turning it into undeniable where you own that shit and you just kind of kept it into it, and then like everything is going great in your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Red Dog's got bars, apparently.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so right. Thanks, Chaz. One of my favorite things, right, is that I get a notification when people buy my merch, and I see you. I know who's buying my merch. So maybe there might be people who used to make fun of me is actually wearing gear, and I'm like, thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll take that money. Okay.
So like
Like,
all that time.
he was like, yeah, you can talk that shit all you want, but at least I know who is buying my shit. Know your role, son.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Really cool.
I love that. That's funny.
Oh, I
That's
freaking
awesome.
love that story.
Yeah, that's great.
So what made you take that first step into being a pro wrestler?
You know what's funny is that when I got out of the military, actually the first job I applied for was to be a writer for WWE. And I had no writing experience, so I didn't even know what I was gonna do. I was just trying.
Okay.
But after that, like I moved around so much that I really didn't have a place to kind of lock down to. And when I moved into, fun fact for who wants to know, Maryland, that's when everything kind of started building up. And I ran into a guy who actually ended up being a regular on our podcast. He's one of our founding members, Chris Idle. He actually was wearing a John Cena shirt while I was in the gym. And when I was in the gym, I went up and talked. We started chatting it up. And then I ended running into him randomly at one of my grocery stores. And we started talking. And then next thing we know, I was like, what do you do? And he was just like, oh, I'm a wrestler. And I was like pro wrestling? And he was like, not really. I was like, how do I get into it? And then I ran into a couple guys who were actually pro wrestlers, and they were like, hey, if you want to do this, come join us. And if you don't, hey, enjoy what you're doing back here. And I was like, I'm leaving. So January of 2020, I made the jump to become a pro wrestler and haven't looked back.
That's so fun. That's so exciting. What was it like getting into that ring for the first time?
So there's 3 different moments I could tell you about. Like the first time I got in, my first day of training, I was like, I know kind of what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm just gonna sit down and just act like I don't know what I'm doing. And that's the number one rule. Like you don't know anything when you go into the pro wrestling world. That's what they tell you. So I was like, I don't know anything. And then secretly I was like, I can't wait to just start taking bumps. And I was like, this is amazing. When I had my first pro match, I was super nervous. I was so nervous. I thought I was just gonna I thought I was gonna break down and just like break into tears because I was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm ready for this or not. And fortunately, I had a very good friend of mine, and he kind of helped guide me through our match. And after that, I was like, I may be able to do this. I don't know. And 3 years later now, I am still doing it. So must be doing something right.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. That's really cool.
What was that first bump like?
Oh man. Actually, what's crazy is I'll share this fun story, and I'll find it somewhere and I'll pin it to my tweet. I wrote a blog about taking my first bump, and I remember getting pushed over somebody. I pushed over. They were all on a fourth, and I hit, and everything went white, and then everything came back. But when everything went white, I was like, I didn't know what happened, but I was like, I really like this feeling of like slamming on the ground. It's like, I'm going to keep doing this. It was just this wild adrenaline rush that I'm doing it.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So cool.
So I was looking at your Instagram. This is just random, by the way. And I came across one of your videos where you do like this grenade thing, and it's the funniest thing ever.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I love it. You're like, hit him with the grenade, and you like take a grenade and you throw it up, and then you like hit the guy with the DDT right after that. Oh, it's so good.
I saw that. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
That was good.
So that spot actually came from, I was sitting with a friend of mine, actually, and I think I had the first video somewhere on Instagram, even somewhere on my TikTok. But it was one of my friends, and it actually came up with it on the most random thing ever. And it used to be that actually, like, because obviously you guys see it, I have a fake gun, right? And it's my finger. I was shooting a person, and it would just like take shots, and we got like the old like scenes you guys see, like when they're like duh, 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 and they're just like taking all the shots, and then like I would hit them, and one of the other player told me, he's like, I hate that spot, you're not allowed to use it at my show. And so a friend of mine named Dawg, we actually came up with that spot, and so that's how that all came together. So I have to give credit. I come up with like crazy ideas, and I have some really great like Chaz who helped me fine tune him and make him work, because otherwise I would look like an idiot doing what I do.
I'll give you one thing. You got some pretty good stories. Everything you've said so far has got a pretty good backstory to it.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
These are the type of things that I really like to talk about with professional wrestlers, because I'm always curious about this stuff.
Right.
Like, I'm always, yes, I love wrestling. I love watching the match. I love going to the shows and all that kind of stuff. But I want to know what it's like. I'm like, what is it like to do these things? I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Really,
Agree.
It's
oh, go ahead.
It is a lot of fun. I love watch. I'm a fan as well. Like, I'll be like, I was at AEW Baltimore, but before that, right? And it was when Mercedes Martinez and Deonna Purrazzo were working a match. It was a women's title, ROH title, and so the crowd is like watching these two amazing people work, right? And they're trading locks and stuff like that. And Deonna Purrazzo hits this move, right, where she gets to the ground, she grabs Mercedes' arm and she has it in her legs, and then she acts like she snaps it, and the whole place is quiet. But if you go back and listen to AEW that episode, you'll hear one person go, "Wrestling!" That was me, because that's where I popped.
That's great. I love
love
that.
to hear it. Oh my god, that's
So,
funny.
so just kind of coming off of that, now that you're on the other side of pro wrestling as a fan, can you sit there and fully always let yourself just enjoy what you're watching, or do you find yourself kind of sitting there and analyzing and trying to like not pick apart, but like really focus in on different parts of the match to try to like also learn at the same time, or do you just as a fan still completely lose yourself in amongst it?
Oh, good question.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So it depends on the match. Like, I'll be honest. If there are two workers that I really like admire, brain fully turns on, notebook is out, and pen in hand, and I'm just writing as much information as I can down. If it's just like, let's be real, War Games happened and Pat McAfee was in it and he had Undisputed Era, I turned my brain off and I just went and enjoyed the spot fest that was going to happen. And even the time before that, where it was the Undisputed Era with Ricochet and who else was in Ricochet, the Viking Raiders,
and Viking Raiders, yeah.
Somebody else was in that. But
Pete Dunne.
Yeah, again, I just turn off my brain. If I'm watching someone like crazy, I watch a lot of Orange Cassidy stuff, and I pay attention to a lot of his mannerisms. I'm a huge Cassidy fan. So yeah, I definitely can go through and analyze. There are moments where I will literally have to turn my brain off. He said, "Nah, not it." We do like, so Chaz and I will go watch a show, and then we legitimately will study a lot of the matches. We were at I know we were talking about we were at AEW in DC, and Willow was working with Jade Cargill, and Chaz and I were sitting there just watching it and analyzing and like talking about certain things that were happening in the match while still popping for Willow. And if you watch, you'll see Jade Cargill look in the crowd and start talking trash, and she's talking to us because we do standing on our chairs yelling Willow, and she's like, "Where's Willow at now?" I was like, "She's right behind you."
That's great. That's funny.
Yeah, that's really funny. Oh, I love that. So far in your wrestling career, what's been your favorite thing? Like, what has been like your favorite thing that you've done?
Good one.
Oh man, there's a few. There's a lot of things that I got to do, right? I think the number one is the people I've got to network with and the locker rooms I got to share with certain people. Amazing. Like, I think that's like the best experience. meeting one of my ECW heroes was another big thing that happened, and I'll never forget like that moment of ever meeting.
Oh,
uh,
no.
getting yeah, yeah, that happened. Uh, yeah, we could talk about that. We could talk about that. We're gonna bring back again, Chaz. You 100% know that that's gonna happen. But I think the networking. I think meeting one of my favorite ECW people of all time, and then I don't know. It's wild because like the road stories that we get to do and talk about like traveling wise, it's been amazing. I got to work Beastman one time. If you guys remember, he was in MLW. I was a massive fan. So I got to him. Uh, there's a lot, a lot of to like to be to think that one of my favorites. And recently, I was named uh, Kings and Queens 2022 Rising Star, which was a huge honor. So I
Wow.
Oh
was very,
wow.
very appreciative of that as well.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah. When's your next match? You've got something coming up, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, so actually, it's funny because Chaz is in this chat room, like talking all this trash, but him and the Pure Ignorance, which make Chaz as well as Prince Machiavelli and Noah Idol and myself, also known as Ignorant Dog, we actually are running a match in Houston, Delaware. You guys will find us a part of 1CW against the Workhorse as they put up their tag titles and their Bulletproof title, and we'll see how the rest of that works out because we have had a lot to say about this match, and we're waiting to see how everything plays out.
Cool.
Actually, I kind of already know.
Sweet.
Oh,
For those who don't know,
Cool.
we're winning the title. That's what's happening. We're winning the title. Chat, put it in the chat. We're winning the titles. Everybody knows that's what's happening.
Not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
there you go.
It's facts.
It's facts.
There you go. Okay, so I have
That's fact.
some like
Cliff notes, if you
WWE
will.
style questions for you. Okay. Who would be your dream wrestling opponent?
All right.
Oh, that's something you really got to dig deep in your thoughts on.
No, actually, it's not quite one I have to dig deep in. It's Rey Mysterio. He's my
Oh,
favorite
okay.
wrestler of all time.
Yeah, there you go.
So
There you
makes
go.
it that easy for me. Yeah,
Okay.
Rey Mysterio is the dude. Like anytime I see him on the screen, I think about like where I was when I first saw him wrestle in ECW in 1995. So yeah, he's just been my favorite. So that's always going to be it.
Sweet.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That's the goat right there. That's the goat.
Yeah. I used to have a poster of him
Okay.
in my room. Yeah. Okay. Well, Chaz, who would be yours? Just to throw out that question to you. Um, who's your favorite wrestler, male and female?
Male, like okay, are we doing all times or are we doing just currents?
Let's do all time.
Okay. All time male is Rey Mysterio. I'm making no exception. That is the love I have like for that man. Like it's just ridiculous. 619 and everything. Like I truly appreciate everything that he's done for this business. My favorite. Female wrestler. Man, it's tough because there's so many greats that come through. And I know a lot of people will
Yeah.
be like Trish and Lita, which definitely those are always two in my thought. So to pick between one of those two is kind of tough, but it would definitely be either Trish or Lita. Depending on the day, it'd be Trish or Lita.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
very valid.
Yeah, like that. Okay, last one. Last question. It's a tough one. Who is dethroning Roman Reigns?
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
It's wild because Chaz says this all the time, and I kind of inclined to agree, and we both kind of think it's gonna be
By who?
You cut
You
out.
cut out.
You
You
cut
cut
out
out
there
right
for
when
a
you
Cut
said
out
second.
it.
on that.
Yeah.
Oh no! Again with cutting out stuff. It's crazy. This WWE does I didn't know. Cody.
Yeah, it's got to be
Oh
Cody.
yeah,
It's got to be Cody.
yeah.
Has to be.
It's gotta be Cody.
I think it's like clear as day at this point.
It's got to be.
It's got to be Cody.
It's got to
Okay.
be Kane.
And before we let you
But if
go, Oh, go ahead.
it's not. Let me get Sammy.
Sammy?
No,
Did
I
you
was
say
just
Sammy?
saying. I'm saying if it's not Cody, let me get Sammy.
I'm down for that.
Okay,
I'm down for that.
yeah.
Book it, Hunter. Book it.
That would be so cool.
Would be cool.
So cool. Okay. So before we let you go, I want to play a little game with everybody here. It is going to be called Whose Boots Are Those?
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh,
boots!
goodness.
Oh my lord!
Okay, this is probably pretty easy, okay?
Is it though?
Is it? Yeah. Although I said trivia was easy last week and it was kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got one wrong. That's why.
I'm still waiting for the clip of that so I can share it.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna, since I already know who they are, we're gonna go from top to bottom. It'll be Neep, Red Dog, D, and then Gabriel, and you guys have to tell me whose boots these are. So Neep,
Okay.
you're first.
Got it.
Whose boots are those?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Good job.
I'm just waiting. For
Okay,
it to
Red Dog,
load.
you're next.
Sorry, y'all.
Oh, let me know when you get yours.
Oh,
Red Dog.
Who is that?
Oh, I know who it is, but
I
I'm not gonna
know.
say.
I feel like I'm supposed to know who these are too, and I feel rough that I'm not pulling it.
If you want to say pass,
I
you
don't
can say
know.
pass.
I think I know. I think I know.
I'll
I
say
think I
pass.
know.
Okay, pass. Who is it, guys?
It's Oscar.
Oscar.
Oscar. Yes.
Oscar.
Yeah, I was like,
Yep.
I feel rough about this.
Okay. D. This is a double. Who's in the ring?
Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh.
Oh, I think I know. I think I know.
I know one.
I think I know.
Or no, oh no, I know it all. I know it. I know it.
I'm gonna pass on this one because I can barely see it. I'm squinting.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I can't see what it is.
Okay, guys. Who's in the ring?
So number 1 is Eddie Guerrero. Number 2 is Kurt Angle, and number 3 is The Undertaker.
Oh. It's just a
Oh,
ref.
It's a ref.
Oh.
Damn it.
Ah,
Nick Patrick.
It was thrown
Nick
off.
Patrick.
Dang it.
We-
Okay, Jordan.
All right.
It
Who we
sounded
got?
too good to be true.
Oh, who the hell?
Who's that?
Who is that? What is the back of that boot, though? The
Let me
back's
take
like
it.
it's all.
Let me take it.
All right, Red Dog. I'll
Oh,
pass to you.
oh.
I'll pass to you. I'll pass to you.
It's the great one. The Rock.
Oh, it's that skin
Oh,
tone,
yeah.
dog. It's that skin tone. I should have guessed that.
It's The Rock.
Other
So
than-
I'll read
Oh,
that to you
yeah.
guys. The open calf wrestling boot was an idea for OG wrestler named George Wells. This is what he's saying. He gave my pops an old pair of his boots in the 80s. They were in storage and my pops never wore them. I found them and thought it was a dope idea. Plus, luckily, I had big calves to fill them out.
Oh, that's cool.
It's definitely a unique design.
Yeah.
Definitely unique.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who the hell-
Oh,
Whose turn is this? Red
Um,
Dog, is this your turn? Or whose turn is this?
I passed it to him, so it's
Okay. Red Dog. Who's this?
Is that Bliss?
oh, I think I know.
You think you know, G? You can shoot
Is this Shane O'Mac?
No. No, not Shane O'Mac.
Are there some
Chat.
jorts? Are there some jorts above that?
Chat has it. Chat has it. It's John
Yeah,
Cena.
there it is. It's the jorts.
Okay. Okay.
I saw the outline of the jorts, I swear.
John
jorts.
Cena.
Oh, yeah. I know this one.
Yeah.
You had to hit us with
I got
this,
that one
huh?
too. Yeah.
Come on now.
It's
Come on, D.
Ooh, pressures. Is that the drip god?
Close.
Wrong
Close.
promotion. Wrong promotion.
He has a lot of drip. We'll put it that way.
Yes, he does.
All right, you guys.
I don't know.
Somebody guess. Throw it
Red
out there.
Dog, go for it.
Logan
The
Paul.
guy that lost to Roman Reigns.
Logan Paul. Okay, Gabe.
All right.
Who's that?
Okay, that's tricky, in a sense.
This is a hard one.
Dang. I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
Okay. Does anybody in the chat know this one? Or any of you guys? This is a hard one. It's tough.
That's kind of
Okay, is it
tough.
male? Can you tell us male or female?
It's female.
Natalia.
Female.
It's a female NXTer.
Oh.
Female NXT? Red Dog, you got a clue?
Like looking at it, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure if those are like knee pads or not.
It's not Nikita, is it?
the dots ones is definitely knee pads, but like the boots is just it really is not seeming right or something.
Is that
Okay.
Lash Legend?
So I see the answer, so I'm going to share it.
Oh.
Oh,
Got
sky
it.
blue.
Yeah,
She was on
damn.
this week. I thought you, Gabe.
Good job, Phil. Good job. Couple more. Whose turn is it?
It's mine.
I don't know.
Is that Buddy? Why don't I think that's Buddy?
Nah, man. Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Shayna.
You got
Let
it.
me get that.
Damn, you got that one quick, dude. You got that one quick, dude.
Yeah, you got that
Yeah.
one fast.
I had no clue. I was off. I
I
had
thought
no
I
clue.
did too. Oh, yep. I know.
Who's that, Red Dog?
That's well. We want to go Brian Danielson or Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That was
Nice.
Whatever he
Nice.
is now.
Daniel Bryan. Okay,
Fickle.
D.
Carmella.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like,
It's the little bit of the
Damn.
leggings. It's the little bit of the leggings
There's-
I gave
I
away.
thought I'd throw it in there, yeah.
I see the leopard in around the shoes area. So.
Yeah, it's the leopard.
Cheetah
That's
print.
what did it.
Yeah. Oh, I know this one. It's Mr. Carmelo Hayes.
Don't miss. He don't
Wow.
miss, sir. He don't
Yep.
miss.
He don't. He
Dang,
don't
good
miss. That's
job,
He
Gabe.
don't miss.
Good job,
Nice.
you guys.
Great.
That was fun.
That was cool. I
That
like
was
that game.
harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was.
partially,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't.
Channel
I feel
analyze
ashamed that I missed
capsize.
Asuka.
Right.
Roxanne Perez was the tricky one. Really,
That
really
was tough.
tricky.
That was tough.
Yeah, I thought I'd throw that one in there for you guys.
That was good.
Okay, thank you so much, Red Dog, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Tell us again where we can find you and wrap up everything that you do so we can go explore.
We could put you
Yeah.
over.
So
Yeah.
if you guys want to, you guys can follow me on all my favorite social media platforms, or more importantly, all your favorite social media platforms right here at how we gonna do it? Right there. The _ Red Dog 85. Just like that. If you guys want to, you guys find me on YouTube as well as at instead of like just put in Red Dog 85. You'll find me. It's there. Especially now that you get to do the cool little handles. Shout out to YouTube for that. You guys can also find me on the 3 Count Podcast at 3 Count Pod or at 3 Count _ Pod or on YouTube. You can find it at youtube.com / the 3 Count Podcast. You guys want to find my merch? You guys can actually buy my merch at foryourwear.com / the _ red, or I'm sorry, just red -dog. I forgot they just changed that for me. But then also you can buy our merch on the Pro Wrestling Tees / the 3 Count Podcast. You can actually find my merch on my Red Dog merch on Pro Wrestling Tees, or you can find it on What a Maneuver. So that's all. I have a lot of stores just so I can try to make it easy for everybody to find
You're
me.
everywhere, man.
Also,
He's
you guys can find me on
expanding, man.
Twitch. Yeah, I'm trying to put it
Nice.
all out there. Just all my stuff. Just find me. And then if you guys want to watch me in ring, if you're in the Delaware area, you guys can actually find me in Houston on 12th. And then if you guys want to, I will be in Hagerstown, Maryland, the 19th, I think it is. It's a Friday night show with Voltage. And then I'll be back at 1CW the 3rd, and December 10th, I will actually be in Shady, Pennsylvania, SWA. So a lot of cool stuff going on. And then 2023 happens, and guess what? You guys can find me where, because I'm going to be coming probably to your neck of the woods at some time. It's indies, okay? Like, it's a lot of money to travel. All right, guys. So when you buy my merch, I use that as gas money to come see you guys and wrestle. So help me help you.
There you go. There you go. Well,
That's
thank you
great.
so much for being here. Can you leave us with a thought of the day?
Ooh.
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 I love your thought of the days.
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so Red Dog's thought of the day. There is 206 bones in the human body. 207 sometimes.
That's quite the thought.
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's been so much fun. And have a good day, and good luck with everything that you've got going on.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, later, y'all.
See you. That was quite the thought.
That's such a great guy.
That's cool. He's got a good vibe to him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, he is so fun.
Yep. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was cool.
Yeah, I love him. He's awesome. Super cool. Okay, you guys. So we're going to hop into our regular programming, and we're going to start with this day in history with D.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this day in history. So this day in history, in 1993, we had Clash of the Champions 25, which took place in St. Petersburg, Florida. I'll go over the card a little bit later. 1997, on an episode of Monday Night Nitro, Eddie Guerrero beat Rey Mysterio Jr. to win the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. So if you have not seen that match, highly recommend. 2000, WCW taped Monday Night Nitro from the London Arena in England. The biggest news of the night saw Lance Storm defeating General Hugh G. Reaction. Wow, I thought that said reaction. It's nope. To win the WCW United States Championship. In the main event, Scott Steiner and Sting defeated Kronk, which was Brian Clark and Brian Adams. So yeah, WCW early 2000 was weird. 2008, on an episode of Raw, taped also at the O2 London Arena, William Regal defeated Santino Marella to win the IC Championship. So the man is still winning belts in 2008. 2008, he's still winning belts. Crazy. 2009, James Gibson, aka Jimmy Noble, announced his retirement from wrestling. He suffered a back injury the prior week at Raw against Sheamus, and it left him unable to continue with his 14-year wrestling career. Quite cut short. I feel bad for Jamie Noble, but I'm glad he has a new position in WWE, and he seems to be doing well. 2011, WWE unveiled their new logo for their future WWE Network. That was eventually launched in 2014. So they unveiled the logo like 3 years prior to actually launch. The logo would be adopted for the whole company soon after. So it's hard to believe that 2011, they had the concept of the network, but it wasn't live till 2014. So we're almost on a decade of the network.
Yeah.
If you think about it. We're getting close. That's crazy.
I wish I still had it, damn it.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish they kind of kept the thing going in the U.S.
Peacock blows.
It's trash, man.
It's
I hate
horrible.
Peacock.
It sucks.
We have it in Canada.
It sucks.
Y'all need a hookup?
No,
Yeah.
it blows.
We need the hookup for sure.
2017, an Impact Wrestling taping happened in Ottawa, Canada. I almost went and I didn't, and I'm kicking myself. Matt Sydal defeated EC3 to win the Grand Championship at that show. There's a couple of events on this day, as I spoke about earlier, and there's actually a promo for this, Gracie, that I'll get you to show. This is actually the promo for the WCW Clash of the Champions 25. Again, this took place in 1993, so we're early 90s WCW. And we'll just show this, and I'll go with the card.
All the glory is up for grabs tonight, as every major title in professional wrestling is on the line. WCW International World Champion Ravishing Rick Rude is challenged by...
Sorry, guys.
Technical.
Power of Road Warrior Hawk. Asinine British aristocrat Lord Stephen Regal risked his world television title
There's Regal
against
again.
the
Wow.
flying fist of flamboyant Johnny B. Bad. The Super
Johnny B. Bad.
Sting and Davey Boy Smith go after the Nasty Boys World Tag Team title. The legendary American Dream Dusty Rhodes will
Oh
be in
my
the corner with
gosh.
United States champion the Natural Dustin Rhodes meets Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff with
Yeah.
his horrible henchman, the Masked Assassin. And Nature Boy Ric Flair walks
Woo.
that aisle in quest of wrestling's most prestigious bout, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, held by the brutal Beast Vader, as World Championship Wrestling presents Flag of the Champion.
So
Interesting.
Wow.
back 1993 early WCW, as much as some of it's super campy, their pay-per-views, they went like balls to the wall. So on this
That's sweet.
match we had Rick Rude versus Road Warrior Hawk. It was a double count out. There was a singles match with the Shockmaster, who defeated
Nice.
the Equalizer.
Hell yeah.
It was a 2.5-minute long match. We had the WCW World Television title match between Lord Regal, who beat Johnny B. Bad. We might be seeing Johnny B. Bad later. Just remember that name. Also known as Mark Merrill in WWF.
Yeah.
I loved him as Johnny B. Bad. Grace, if you have not seen this, the gimmick, the entrance, gold.
It's pretty good.
We had a singles match with Steve Austin, who defeated Flying Brian. So we had Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Brian Pillman.
R.I.P. Brian.
WCW United States Heavyweight Championship match between Dustin Rhodes, who was accompanied with Dusty Rhodes, who actually defeated Paul Orndorff. So that's a pretty big win.
That's a huge win.
Yeah, even though it's past like Orndorff's like main career, like it's still like the name just
Yeah.
really big for Dustin. There was a tag team match between the Nasty Boys, who defeated Davey Boy Smith and Sting. So Davey Boy and Sting did not win. The Nasty Boys did.
The Nasty Boys are sick, though. I love the Nasty Boys.
Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags are just, in that era, they're like on the top. Ric Flair with Fifi defeated Big Van Vader, who was accompanied to the ring with Harley Race. So this is actually shortly before Vader actually ended up signing over to WWF, which was really nice. Hi, B-roll. That when he came actually over to WWF, he also still brought Harley Race as his manager. So at this time, Ric Flair defeated Big Van Vader by DQ. So of course, dirtiest player in the game. On this day in history, we also had a 2008 Raw episode, which was taped at the Manchester Evening Arena in Manchester, England. So a lot of shows going on in England on this date. Bunch of different companies for some reason. That's 3. William Regal defeated Santino Marella to win the IC Championship. The match was 31 seconds.
Ooh.
What?
Hell,
So not
hell
only
yeah.
not only did the man win a title in 2008, but he killed Santino in 30 seconds. Mike Knox defeated D'Lo Brown in 50 seconds.
Poor D'Lo.
But the reason why those other matches were so short is one of the main matches on the show was Rey Mysterio, who defeated Kane in a no DQ match. That match went 12 minutes, which on a Raw is quite a bit of time back then.
Yeah.
We had Batista, who defeated Cody Rhodes in 3 minutes. Beth Phoenix, who was accompanied with Santino Marella, defeated Mickie James to retain the Women's Championship. This match was 1 minute and 55 seconds.
Wow.
But, I mean,
Wow.
if we're like, Beth Phoenix was at the top of her game at this time and she was super dominant, but she was against Mickie James. So you would think
Yeah.
they'd at least give him 5 minutes. But
Yeah.
And the main event match, which lasted 18 minutes, which is probably why so many of the other ones were short too, was Chris Jericho, who defeated Shawn Michaels in a last man standing match. So that's actually a Raw taping. So that's a lot of action on a Raw. You had a last man standing match, you had a women's match, you had Rey Mysterio and Kane in a no DQ match. This is 2008, so I mean that's a lot on a Raw card.
Yeah. Stacked.
That's why I wanted to go over that, because I was like, man, like I didn't watch it this time. Like this is when I was not into WWE, and I'm like, man, I need to go back and watch some of these old Raws because
Yeah.
that's a crazy card.
Yeah.
We have a couple birthdays on this day. So I will let Gracie pull up one of the special birthdays, but I'll go over the other ones.
Better not
So we
be
have
Brett.
Dave Christ, who was born on this day in 1982.
Sweet.
Katrina Lee, A.K. Winter, who was born in 1977. Bill DeMott, 1966. I thought he was a lot younger than that.
Hmm.
And Cowboy Bob Orton was born on this day in 1950. And everybody's favorite person in Wrestle Talk, it's Ryback's birthday.
Boo.
Feed
Boo.
me cake. So
Boo.
happy birthday,
Happy
Cryback.
birthday.
Happy
Boo.
birthday, you big
Have
potato.
a good birthday,
Cry,
Ryback.
baby, back, bitch.
And that's what we got for this day in history. Everybody hates Ryback. Even the biggest faces hate Ryback. I'm sorry.
And
Potato
before,
Man.
and sorry if I interrupted, but I was about to say, Neve, did you see what Panda put it in the logo?
Yes, I did.
I was about to talk about that.
Hey, Red Dog, good. I'm happy that he was a nice guy. That's nice to hear. Believe me, it's nice to hear
Oh,
because I've heard a lot more that's not on the nice side. So,
Yeah,
it's nice to hear that he was nice to you for sure.
it's
Good.
just the thing. Like if you're in the TikTok world, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even know, but I don't even want to know, so I don't
Yeah,
ask about
yeah,
all this
just,
stuff.
yeah.
Stay uncorrupted.
I'm just
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I'm uncorrupted. I don't want to know about it. Okay, you guys, take a drink of water
Oh
because
God.
it is time for Gabe's social media rundown.
I'm not
Hey
doing the
guys,
water. I'm doing
hey
the hard
guys,
stuff.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Guys.
I'm back.
Use my notes to fan myself.
It's
Hell
an
yeah!
underrated theme
Where's
song,
the
dude.
Roman
Back
Reigns?
to have the social
Crazy.
media rundown. You know what it is.
You
are.
know what it is. Everybody loves the social media rundown. Okay, go
Hell
ahead.
yeah! All right, so we got the fun fact. Did you know that SmackDown debuted in 1999 while Roxanne Perez was born in 2001, making
Jesus.
her the first wrestler to appear on SmackDown who was the youngest in the SmackDown show itself. That's insane.
She was born in 2001?
Yeah,
I
Cool.
feel
she was
so
born in 2000.
old.
That's
Oh,
I'm
I'm
ancient,
so
dog.
old.
Ancient.
I know.
That's really cool, though.
And yeah, I was born in
That's neat.
1998, and then I'm older than SmackDown.
Right.
I'm older than. Never mind. No.
But
Moving
yeah,
on,
that's
Gabe.
what,
Moving on. Thanks for making us feel bad, Gabe. Moving on.
not my doing, I swear. But now next up we have an update on our truth. So our truth is picture with his nurse or the one of the hospital gowns. He put it out. I really appreciate the support, love I'm receiving from all of you. I can say thank you enough. Surgery went well. Stay tuned. So wishing our truth the best of well to hopefully the surgery goes out 100% and is getting all better.
Yeah.
Shout out Ron. Shout out Ron. Get well.
I like his
Amazing,
stay
One of my
amazing
tuned.
favorite
athlete and an
humans.
amazing musician for sure.
It's one of my favorite human beings. Like, not just wrestlers, just human
Yeah.
beings.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's a
No
good
doubt.
dude.
No doubt.
Yeah. Bailey's on a wild ride on this one, as
Oh, goodness.
WWE like to put it in a funny meme picture, where it's like heading into Mondays be like.
That was a good spot. I enjoyed that spot.
And honestly, I'm gonna have to say this. This is funny, but nothing will beat the AEW where the elite of Kenny Omega and Matt Hardy chasing Sammy Guevara in a
Yes, and he
golf
just
cart.
gets just trucked.
That was just natural treasure. I feel like they were trying to do that with that spot. It's good.
It's good.
The AEW one did it 1,000 times better. I'm just saying.
Boo, Gabe picking sides. Boo. Boo.
Everybody's awesome here.
Get off your high
Except for
horses.
Ryback.
That was a hell of a match, though, for real.
But,
It was good.
Yeah.
that was a good spot, nevertheless.
Yeah, it was good.
And we have the newest OC member as returning, Mia Yim. I am so excited.
Oh.
When I saw Mia Yim returning to WWE and being in the OC, I was like cheerful as hell because I met her a few months back when she was wrestling in Pomona, California, my hometown. And ever since then, I was like, I'm such a great supporter for Mia Yim. So I'm happy that she is back and
Yeah.
she is representing the OC. So I guess we can now say She's the HBIOC, head baddie in the OC.
Head batting the
Did
OC.
any
She's
of
great.
y'all see this coming? Anybody? Because
Not in
they
a
got me on
million
this.
years, no. Not in a
No.
million
No,
years.
I didn't.
Oh, so yeah, it surprised y'all.
It did.
Yeah.
It really did.
That's cool.
Well, I thought she would be with Keith Lee in AEW, right? Like,
Who
but-
am I?
I mean, in a sense, maybe, sure. But I mean, honestly, I'm liking what Mia Yim is doing right now. You know, setting up with the Mean in the OC.
Yeah, her versus Rhea is going to be mwah.
Ooh.
Yep.
I know.
It's going to be sick.
I'm excited. And on the same topic, Mia Yim celebrates with a good hair day. So it looks great. I love the color blue. And, you know, she's always rocking it with the blue. And, you know, it just looks great.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's my next
That's
cosplay.
beautiful.
Do it.
Mia Yim?
Do it.
He looks
Yes,
cool.
do it.
I need to find a wig.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
That would be
I like
awesome.
it.
That'd be sick.
Every other week. I need to find a way.
And
I need to
we
find a
will
wig.
now, as we will now give silence to the 24/7 as it may be rest in peace.
Nah, screw this silence.
All
It needs to
right,
go
now
away.
we are done with that for the peace segment.
Moving on.
Now,
Throw it in the trash.
Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just say this for myself. I never really liked the whole 24/7 because there was
sucks.
just a lot of everything that was going down.
It's
But
terrible.
I just want to give your guys' opinion. Like, be honest. What did you guys think of the 24/7 title? And did it at some points got you interested in the story of what it kind of carried through that time?
It's trash.
Wait a minute. Is this confirmed that this is like done? Or is
Yes.
this just rumor?
Yeah.
On the
Confirmed.
website where they show all the belts, it says 19 of 2022
Okay.
instead of because all the other ones say whatever to present. This one ends at 2022, so that's
So, as somebody who's usually pretty positive, this was shit. From
dog
the time
shit.
Mick Foley debuted it, I was not a fan of this because everybody was like, "Oh, it's going to be like another hardcore title," and it was not. It was just a main event filler, main event TV filler.
It's horrible.
It was bad.
Rest in peace.
Yes. But I'm so glad that, it's putting it to rest as it should be. But
I just liked
will
Reggie
never-
with it.
I will never forget the funny moments when it comes around with that title. I will never forget the funniest moments.
How many times
Needless
is
to
R-Truth
say,
the
my
champ?
opinion.
542.
Pretty much.
Longest
I think
champ.
so.
It was 35, I
multi-
think.
Most multi-man champ ever is
That was
R-Truth.
horrible. That was horrible.
I know. Our truth will go down as the biggest Mr. 24/7, 365, I-95 champion. European champion, I might say. And then
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Natty issues an update on her nose. As we all know, it kind of went bad when I believe it was with Shayna, bruised, dislocated it, and that was pretty bad. So she tweeted it out. We moved my dislocated nose back to the center where on my face where it belongs. I love the shape of my nose, and it will stay that way. Thank goodness, can finally breathe again. Pain is beauty. Let's fucking go. And damn, it must be difficult to know that like your nose is dislocated and trying to have that breathing problem and trying to place it back. It's just like, I don't know how people manage to, be fine after that. When it's placed back. But
That looks painful as hell.
She's
is.
broken her nose so many times too. Her and Britt Baker have like the most nose breaks ever in professional wrestling.
And yet, if you meet her in person, like just like a normal, like there are no injuries like on the nose or anything. Like it just looks fine. Like it really, like you really can't tell anything if it was just like slightly bruised or like if there's like or I don't know. I've never been injured or anything like that, but I mean it would. I mean if you go into person, it seems fine.
Yeah, Britt Baker's
Wow.
nose is perfection.
Yeah.
Boo her uncle.
This was
And
gorgeous.
we have Alexa Bliss stunning in whites. She can really pull this off with the hair like that. Like
She can pull off
we
something
all
else.
know she had like blonde, she had like blonde like on the top and then pink like at the ends there.
So
But
here's my
with
question
that-
though. She took this in Saudi. Like she wrestled and then like
Scandalous.
no, I
that
believe
night she
that.
took this.
Scandalous.
And so she dyed her hair over in Saudi Arabia.
By the way,
Uh,
if you didn't know, me and her grew up like 4 streets apart.
We know, we know.
really?
I say it every time I can.
Yeah.
Giggity gig.
And I'm proud to say that I actually met her, and she
Cool.
was one of the two first people I ever met in WWE. So it was her, and then it was Nikki Cross.
That's
I
cool.
was gonna say for her to get that color on point while like traveling.
Yeah,
I'm
that
proud.
color that color is great.
The lighting looks great. The pose that she's doing is like
That's a great
phenomenal,
picture.
pun intended. But yeah, but it looks great.
She looks so good.
Beautiful.
And Theory is still at it again. Now, I'm going to say this. We are going to address the elephant in the room. Now, we all know that Austin Theory had the money in the bank. It was a good while it lasted. And he cashed in on the mid card title against Seth Rollins.
Yes. Which I
And
called.
Y'all can talk about that later.
I know you're hurting, so I'm kind of spare it. Like for me,
Sucked.
other thing. So we're gonna skip past that. So he tweeted it out of a picture with Austin Theory himself and John Cena when they had that thing backstage.
Book it.
Now
Book it,
this
please.
Book it.
now this could
Hollywood
I
WrestleMania.
hope we could get this potential
With Theory going
at-
over.
at
Yes.
a WrestleMania. At a WrestleMania, I want this. So that way I can see it in person when I see this happen. I'm just really tempted.
Well,
'Cause this
guess
could
what
be-
else
this
you're going to
could be
see
a
else
really
in
good
person?
storytelling.
Austin Theory going over.
And
Yeah.
I believe it.
I think Cena would.
Because I have seen in a post where they talk bad about like how Austin Theory, like sure he lost it to a mid card title, but they talk about like how many people of the fans support Austin Theory for kind of like doing what he can in his own and knowing that like with the amount of support that he can do, it's going to build up that he's going to go over. So that is what I'm wanting to see what Austin Theory can do, to kind of build him up to see what he can do to actually be world champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're coming from a guy that doesn't like Austin Theory.
I
Believe
told you. I
don't-
told you
don't
I would
like
warm
him.
up to him.
I don't like him,
Honestly.
but I can respect the accolades that he has done, the in ring, the promos. I could just say that, but yeah, I'm just hoping that this match, with the picture right here, hopefully this match can happen.
Yep. It needs to. Give me either Cena Theory at Mania or Cena Gunther.
No.
Ooh, that's a good one. I did
Do
not
it.
think of that.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right, and then on to the next one.
Dee, were you going to say something?
Oh yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm
Okay.
just saying that I'm just excited to see what they do with Theory.
Oh,
Excited for
Yeah,
the
me
future.
too. Me too.
And then we have the news that MJF is actually going to be joining the movie The Iron Claw alongside with Zac Efron. So that is actually going to be interesting. I want to know who he's going to be playing as, and that is just a curiosity. I read this log here, and didn't really much say about like if there was going to be like a potential like character that he was going to go into. But I'm really
Yes,
interested to
please.
know.
Sorry.
What?
It
What?
was Michael Hayes, the Freebird.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Well, at least I kind of know a bit now. But it's exciting. So that MJF is actually doing a movie on this one, alongside with Zac Efron. So I really am interested now to
That's
see
cool.
how it goes.
He's like their first megastar.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah,
really
that's
cool
true.
though. I'm interested to see how he does.
agreed.
Plus him and Zac Efron. Okay. Next
Yeah.
slide.
And then we have Carmelo Hayes was on Raw soon. Now he put it out as like he was gonna do it, but then it was like, nah, it's just a psych. Where he was gonna go, I was gonna pop up on Raw, but I saw Bobby Lashley and said, never mind, next time, y'all.
He needs to get called up already.
I
I
think
Needs
he's
to
gonna come
happen.
up after Survivor
Definitely
Series.
I hope so. That guy is.
And we thought he was going to debut when he was going to try to team up with the Hit Row. But then
Yeah.
it turned out to be
Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura, which I was okay with it.
He just
But it would have been better if it was with Carmelo Hayes.
he's so good.
He's a star.
He's so damn good, and I can't wait any longer.
Me too, man. I'm with
Like,
you.
Kristen,
I'm
I
feeling
can't
what
wait.
you're feeling right now.
I can't. He's so good, so good.
But
Damn.
that is the conclusion of the social media rundown. Damn, that feels good saying that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell
Yeah, that was awesome. Those were
That was good.
some good ones this week. As they always are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so wrestling news. Jordan, what do
All
we
right.
have?
I'm gonna hit this just because it happened like an hour before we went on.
Okay.
So nobody else here watches Impact, so I'm gonna be alone here.
Nope. I watched the few things on the Instagram. So whatever I saw, I probably might have seen it.
Sorry if I spoil this for you, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I'm very happy for this man and he definitely deserves it. Red Dog, if you're still in here, you'll appreciate this as well. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Joe Henry won.
Joe Henry won the digital media title, and I couldn't be more happy for him because that dude is
Wow.
amazing. That guy is so good. And I just had to get that out because I absolutely love Joe Henry. So shout out to Joe Henry for the title win.
Joe Hendrick is hilarious. I only saw this. I saw his introduction of like how he is before, but I saw the specific one where he was actually getting out of the fridge and then confronting with Brian Myers and Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
That one was
Dude,
just hilarious.
He's so good, dude. I absolutely love him.
Man,
He's so
but
funny.
Congratulations to him on becoming the new digital media champion. Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So
I liked
good,
it.
so good.
It was beautiful.
What?
I liked your singing. It was beautiful.
Oh, if you've never heard his theme song, go give it a listen because it's so funny. It's so great.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the other ones. The Elite are going to be at Full Gear.
Ooh, the elite.
The Elite. They're going to be at Full Gear. What do you guys think about this?
I'm
Thoughts?
really excited to see what it's gonna come down to once it happens at Full Gear. I mean,
Mhm.
I'll probably more likely be working, which sucks, but it's my new job, so I'm gonna roll with the punches, and I'll probably find out after. But I mean, I'm really just excited just to see what it's going to come to be at that point.
What do you guys think they do?
I don't know, and I'm excited.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea, which is
Yeah.
good.
Right.
I feel like they got to build up like a story of what is going to come to be, talking about like the history of what they built, and then they'll try to turn it around and tarnish it by like turning on the fans and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Phil, you might be onto something.
Is Jordan? Are you still up there singing in your head, Joe Henry's
I am.
theme?
I am. I really am. It's so good.
Would you blame them?
It's so good. Like I said, if you're not familiar, please go listen to his theme song because it's absolutely awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, Phil brings up a good point though. Do they go after the trios titles again? Because it's kind of up in the air. Like they could literally do anything. Like they could go in anywhere. But I think I'm still right though that they're going to be coming back as heels.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still hope that this leads to separation of ROH, but I'm just excited to see whatever they do. The not knowing, and there's so many different options. I'm just trying not to speculate too much. I just want to see how it all plays out.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
What'd you guys think of the promo battle between Britt and Saraya?
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was really good. It was a great build of what they're putting it out on for Full Gear. I saw this part of the Saraya where kind of like talking about like, oh, you didn't know what it takes to being the getting to that at that point of the career and stuff like that, like she did. And that really stood out to me the most, of like what she'd been through, what she had to sacrifice for it. And that really hit deep.
Yeah.
I think they hit it on nail on the head in commentary where Britt Baker's never looked so fearful in an AEW ring ever.
Right.
And I think that just added another level to it. The stare between them in the ring was very like Hogan Rock. Like I just love that moment. And I think this was some of the best promo work either of them have done.
Yep.
And I think just the fear that Britt had in her face. She was really selling it well, and I think that's really, for people who don't know what Soraya is like capable of, I think they're like, oh man, who is this girl? Like Brit's
Yeah.
shaking in her boots.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. I think.
It was good.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Gracie.
I was gonna say it's better than what they have been doing
Yeah.
because I wasn't really satisfied with the things that they were doing previously.
Right.
But it was so good yesterday. It got me pumped for it. Not that I
Sure.
wasn't pumped to see Soraya versus Britt Baker, but now I'm just like, oh,
Like
super
it really
invested.
ignited the flame for you.
it did. It did.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree, like, no matter what you took from it, we can all agree that her promo was definitely better than the last few promos she's cut. So
Yes.
I think we
Yes,
can
sir.
at least take that from it.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of went like unnoticed, I didn't really hear people talking about it. It's not like a huge deal, but it is kind of exciting for the growth of AEW. Is that they're going to the UK next year,
Yes.
and that should be really interesting to see what they do over there.
First Canada, now UK.
They're
Good for
expanding.
them.
They're expanding. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man.
It's only going to help them. It's only going to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty good episode of Dynamite, and the build to the show is looking good. What about what do you guys think of that MJF like promo from the radio station?
I was about to say this, and I had seen it like twice already. And that is how you know it's so damn genuine and damn good.
Yeah.
Because he really was building of like how the way of like his reputation is like, I want to change the way I am. But like he wasn't even saying it. The way that he was talking about it, it really shows it. And he went to like knowing like he is going to be the guy that every pro wrestling company needs. Like you need
Yeah.
somebody to be a champion. You need somebody to kind of, you know, walk the walk and talk the talk the way of anybody can do. You know, be on shows, be on radio shows, or be whatever it can be. While he can be like be part of the next generation, where he talks about Ric Flair, The Rock, John Cena, Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah.
Like those were generations, and I like that he picked on that. So that way, because he is meant to be the generation that they would lead, because he's a young, great talent, and this is where he would be at. This is what the MJF deserved to be at since day one of what he was in AEW. And I really was like, holy shit, that promo, that was just fucking fire. And
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think. Sorry, hey, go ahead, Gracie.
Oh, what I was going to say was what really did it for me is I was getting really tired of seeing MJF in the ring screaming and yelling his promos.
Right.
What I loved about it was the fact that he was sitting there. He toned down his speaking. He was softer in his speech, and it felt real. It didn't feel like he was just in the ring screaming at us. It felt like he was sitting there and he was talking to us, and he was actually speaking what was on his mind. And that
Yeah.
I freaking loved. I loved that.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I love the most about this, and I've always loved this in wrestling, especially now that, I mean, in the day of social media, knowing so much as we do as wrestling fans, when wrestlers and pro wrestlers kind of take the universe of AEW, WWE, and expand it into other things, you know, such as social media or actual media appearances elsewhere, or if they're on a talk show and they actually still keep it alive in and amongst that other part of the universe. I think it's just more interesting to me because I again, it helps me really invest more because I really think legitimately that this is how he feels. I mean, why else would he talk about that like in a radio station? So I think it brings back some of the old kayfabe feeling for me, the fact that it is expanding and amongst outside of that wrestling world. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Gracie, like what you said, it's almost like his promos when he's just in the ring screaming, it almost gives you like 80s vibes where like it was all like coked up, just high energy, just shouting at you. And
Yeah.
it was a really, really nice change of pace to have something that was like super real and just like him talking
Yeah.
to the camera and not just shouting. And I never ever say 100%, but can we all agree that 99.9% he's going to win this?
Yes.
And
He
it's the
has to
time.
win it.
It's
He
the
has
proper
to win it.
time.
I
Yeah.
I feel like in my mind, I think he has to win it so that way they can make up for the CM Punk, being champion, after
Right.
beating Moxley.
Yeah.
So when it comes to happen to that at Full Gear, I feel like this is like the way that they're gonna try to do it to make up for that.
Sure.
I'm glad they
Because
waited on this.
yeah,
Yeah.
because even he said it in his promo that he was talking about how like his spotlight was been stolen by numerous times, and that his last one was freaking stolen by just none other than a press
A press
conference.
conference.
Yeah, so it's something that they have to. It's something that it's gonna more likely make up for that for the past champion that should have been probably for the long run, but really nothing really much happened after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, it was a good episode it was a good, pretty solid episode of AEW.
Yeah.
We got some good stuff, good promos, good, hype up for a return. So I think they're doing the build for Full Gear pretty damn well. It's looking like a stacked card, and almost all of the matches are having good builds. Who saw the Samoa Joe turn coming when they did that camera shot? You know what I'm talking about? The camera shot where it shows the guy in front and the guy
Yeah.
right over his shoulder. For whatever reason in wrestling, whenever they do that camera shot, you know a
just
turn is
know.
happening. You just know. You
It's
just
it's
know.
the backstab shot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think Hobbs is taking this title?
Hobbs taking Wardlow's title.
Yeah.
No.
I want to say no.
In honesty,
Yeah.
I mean, nonetheless, Powerhouse Hobbs has been improvement in the past one since, they debuted him during the pandemic era. He has been involving a lot, but with the amount of Wardlow has been putting over, and with the amount of like athleticism that he's been doing, Wardlow still is going to retain that championship.
Okay. Okay. I think it could be a good match, though. I really do.
Oh, nevertheless,
Oh,
yeah.
it's gonna be really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted you guys' thoughts on AEW, and of course, got to shout out my man Joe Hendry. But there you go. It's kind of a slow,
Henry.
kind of a slow day. Other than that,
Sing it
but,
again,
yeah.
guys. Serenade us. Come on, boys.
Say his name and he appears. Whoa! I believe in Joe Henry.
Henry.
I like it.
Everybody, come on, get on the Joe Henry
Phenomenal
train.
Four karaoke
Yeah.
next week.
But
Yeah.
if you want to kind of keep tabs on stuff in Impact, you can follow that. It's a cheap plug, but follow that, on the Instagram and whatever. I mean, that's what I normally do. That's how I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. News.
Yeah, all I had in news was the name Theory with the sad face next to it.
Yeah. It's a shame.
I mean,
It's a
I
shame.
mean, for you, I feel sorry, but like in my insides, it's just like, let's go.
I feel bad for Theory fans, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a minute. There's no reason why he can't go to management and be like, I was screwed out of this with his whiny heel tactics and
Agree.
get a rematch. There's
Yeah.
no way that can happen. They gave him something completely different to run with. I called this a while ago that he was going to go for a mid title. Everyone's like, it's never going to happen, never going to happen, never going to happen. I'm like,
Mhm.
he cashed in. So even though he lost, he came out miles ahead. So this is a
Oh,
situation where
yeah.
he
Yeah.
lost something, but he won. So
Yeah.
a lot of people just patience. I trust Hunter on this. He's not quite ready to be a main champ yet, but this is part of his road. Like we saw this with Randy Orton, where they rushed him way too far. He wasn't ready. I think this is a good stepping stone for Theory.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge Theory fan, but I'm super invested to see what they do with him because this is going to show the development for talent going in the future under the Hunter reign. So
Mhm.
Yep.
And
keep it
sorry.
positive for the future.
There you go.
But yeah, so what Dee said, it circles right back to what I was saying, like the fact that like he, they try to push him to try to go for the mid card title, it didn't succeed. But with the amount of support that the fans out there were trying to root for after the whole situation that was going down, so knowing that happened and knowing that like he wasn't ready for that, but like so then that kind of builds up, so it kind of builds him up more to kind of overcome the obstacles so far, and then so that way he could be on the top, trying to build that ladder. And so far, he's already reaching to trying to get into the ladder at the top part. So it's gonna take time, but he'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I
Taking
thought
down
of
Cena is a stepping stone.
when I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, Gracie's probably screaming at her TV.
I was,
Poor Gracie.
screaming at my TV. And then
But
I
that's
was
what
like,
they wanted you to do.
yeah, exactly. And then I was just like, this is why I don't go live when I watch wrestling because people would be unfollowing me like crazy.
And I
I
wish
went,
that would have happened. I wish that would have happened.
I
To
was
be a
like,
fly in the wall.
I was like dropping F-bombs here and there, and I was
Good.
rushing to
That's what
Axel,
they
and I
want.
was like, Axel, I need a hug. Please just send me like a virtual hug. And I know Axel was over there just feeling the same way.
Oh yeah, I seen Axel's
Oh.
video.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So funny.
Yeah, but no, this is
He'll
just
get his time.
This is his time. His time will come
His
for
he'll get it.
sure.
will definitely come.
It's another thing in his story.
Yep.
We're gonna see a lot of theory, a lot.
Yes, we will.
And I'm just like, it is what it is. But I think it's kind of cool though at the same time because I'm like, nobody's ever done this.
They're
That's
filming a
cool.
24 episode on it. You know it.
And
Know
it.
Yeah.
he's actually a history breaker at this point because he's the first, guy who had the Money in the Bank that was tried to cash in for the world title. Instead, went for a mid card. So
Yeah.
at least that's something that he can, talk about it in that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah. He'll do fine.
I'm really excited about it, actually.
Yeah.
But like Dee said, we don't know what's going to happen next week.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea.
Nope.
Who knows?
Something big.
Mm-hmm.
Phil always offers free hugs, you guys.
Good to know, Phil.
Drives around in a van with the words "free hugs" on the side of it.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for the news.
Yeah, there you
So next, I'm going to share something that me and Dee kind of threw together. More of Dee, but threw together for November.
Oh God, I don't know what this is.
I
So
don't
we
know.
are going into November, and every November for prostate cancer awareness,
What's
men
happening?
partake in Movember.
What's happening?
What's
Can you hear
happening?
me? What do you mean?
No,
What's
no,
happening?
I'm anxiously
Wait,
waiting
wait,
while we're
stop
talking
showing.
about prostates here.
We're trying to know what's going
What?
on. Anyways.
What?
It's not you guys.
What?
You guys
In
are fine.
honor of
That was the whole thing.
Go ahead, Dee, go ahead.
in honor of Movember, we thought that we would take a look back at some of the most epic mustaches in pro wrestling.
Oh God.
Mustache.
Okay.
There's a couple you might not
Mustaches.
recognize, so I will go over some of the names as we go through, but let's see those stashes.
Oh God. Yeah.
Cheeky,
Yeah.
baby. You
Cheek.
got the cheeky. I think that's one of the top for sure.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, I love the ends of that one.
Yeah, it really like does
He
the.
waxes it. He waxes it.
That's good.
I
Classic.
like it.
Whoa.
Okay,
Oh.
so this is actually Billy Busick, which there's another Busick you might know. This is where he pulled his name from. So this is Billy Busick. That's
Oh.
an epic mustache.
That is a
Epic.
thick ass
That's-
mustache.
Thick AF. Damn. Of course, classic. Come on now.
Hogan.
Do I really need
course.
to talk to? I think my favorite was the one on the left when he did the two-tone because he like dyed all this dark,
That
and
was
then it
cool.
made this pop even more. Yeah,
Really?
the Hogan mustache. It's
Yeah.
epic, brother.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I like the one on the right. I mean, the old WWF one that he had, just the standard, the one that he looked like the Hulkamaniacs and stuff like
Classic.
that. Was
Classic.
more at when he was more like energetic at that time. So like, yeah, I liked it.
That is a classic look.
Yeah.
I'm with Dee. I like the one on the left.
Okay, so do you guys know who this is?
I recognize the guy on the left.
This is the Blackjacks. Blackjack
Right.
Mulligan,
Right.
related to somebody else we've been watching on television lately.
The
Anybody?
goat. The goat.
Hmm.
The greatest guy going in wrestling right now.
Yes, this is the Fiend's. I believe it's his his grandfather. Grandfather.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Grandfather?
I think you're
yes.
right.
So this is the Blackjacks.
Oh shit! It's Uncle Howdy.
Oh, I'm saying. So those are two epic mustaches for sure.
Whoa.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Now, on the left, we have Jake the Snake Roberts, and on the right, we have Magnum TA. Magnum TA had one of the most epic mustaches with mullet combinations of the time.
I don't
Gotta
know.
love a good
I gotta
combo.
give my money on Jake the
They both
Snake.
have they both have the great mullet mustache combination going on.
Yeah.
Oh my
Gotta love a good
God.
combo.
But if there could only be one, it will be Jake the Snake.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go, dude.
Okay.
That's great right there.
It's Harley. Harley's always had epic facial hair. I love Harley Race.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's
The
good.
sideburns. Wow.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's impressive.
That is.
Okay, so on the left we have Jesse Ventura,
The body.
with his epic stash, and then we have one of my favorites of all time, Mean Gene Okerlund. He just has that news anchor mustache, and I just always
Oh,
love
it's
those.
perfect. It is
Yeah.
It's like a
perfect.
caterpillar. So cool. Okay, so on the left we have Dutch Mantel, and on the right there's actually Colonel De Beers.
Whoa.
Sounds like someone from a Chris
And-
Farley segment.
It's
Da
literally
Bears.
Colonel Bebeers. Yeah, that's what I thought. De Beers, De Beers, De
Da
Beers.
Beers. Da Beers. That's funny.
But his, if you could see it, it goes out into
It
a
goes
point.
Yeah.
all the way down and then out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet he
these
just
are
sits
too
there
epic.
like this.
Yeah. That's pretty epic.
Dedication, man. Okay, on the left, we got our favorite crazy man. I always forget Dexter Lumis has like a facial hair. I don't know why I always forget that, but I was like, oh yeah, he's got a pretty, because he's blonde, like pretty pops. And then we got Cody Rhodes, who actually made his mustache a whole gimmick for a
Dashing.
while.
Yeah, I remember that. He was
got a
so
mustache
obsessed
over.
with just kind of combing his mustache.
I remember
He
that.
had merch.
Yeah.
He had merch.
Wow.
And,
Quite
and
the
there was,
merch.
and there was a,
Mustache.
and there was a video. It was like on the WWE page or something like that. Like it kind of showed that there was at the one time where he literally had to kind of get rid of the mustache. I believe
Right.
that Barrett was kind of like doing or trying to give him something to kind of shave it off or something. I totally
Cody
forgot,
could get
but
almost
that's how it
anything
happened.
over.
Mhm.
Bobby Roode. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say him on
I
this.
want to say Bobby Roode too because I don't want to go with Robert Roode. No, Bobby Roode.
Glorious. Oh, by the way, in my I missed it in news. He's due to come back soon.
Yes.
I'm so
Oh.
excited for
That's
that.
facts. That's facts.
Hopefully
I
as
can't wait to
glorious.
watch that entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, on the left we have Bobby Fish. So he's WWE/AEW.
Where's
His
the lie?
mustache- His mustache is always, again, he's one that waxes it, and you could tell he puts like work into it. And on the right, we got Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart has a definite 80s mustache, which he carries to this day.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Classic.
Hart's is nice. I like that one.
And
Classic.
Bobby Fish was a cool guy. I didn't see his stash because at the time when we met, we had to wear masks. But he was a cool guy nonetheless.
That's cool.
Okay, on the left, you have one of my
Yeah.
favorites of all time, Rick Rude, with Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm sorry, but if this does not like scream like Tom Selleck, I don't know what does.
Dad bod off the charts right now.
Love it.
Man, the
Dad
ladies
bod.
were all over Rick Rude.
2 epic mustaches in one match.
Oh,
This
God.
is Bobby
Oh,
Be
wow.
Bad, which is also Mark Merrill. This was his gimmick in WCW, and just it's very like Freddie Mercury. I loved it. It was very unique at the time. Okay,
Whoa.
so this
Damn.
is actually Ox Baker. So he's a early on wrestler, and
Yeah.
not only was he known for for the breakdown, but he always had the eyebrows done too. Like I
That's-
don't know if you can see, that's not drawn on. That's like actually shaped and waxed.
Damn.
Dedication.
Look at
That's
that.
dedication.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh.
The goat,
Yeah, I
Paul
love him.
Bearer.
I love
I
him.
always loved Paul Bearers because it had this unique shape to it, and he could manipulate it with his face, as you can see here, so well. Just made him even more animated. I loved it.
Love Paul Bearer.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Rest in peace to that man.
Sergeant Slaughter, maggots. I always
Maggots.
loved his. He kept it all these years, and he kept it the exact same.
Yeah. That's good.
I'll still remember
Who's
when
this guy?
he. Right.
Who is it?
That's
Tracy, do you know
a-
who this is?
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
in the
yeah. I don't want to say it though because I read the thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's the bad guy.
Oh God.
Oh wow, what?
Whoa.
Reza Ramon.
Oh, now I'm seeing
That's
the
him
face.
in
Now
his
I'm seeing
A.
like the eyes and like
Yeah.
the
He's so
tone.
cute.
Okay.
That's
Damn.
that's in his AWA days when he was like tag teaming with Mr. Perfect before he went anywhere else, and that's what he looked like back then.
Hey yo,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
There
This
we
is
go.
Silas Young.
Yeah,
Silas
love
Young's
some
one of my favorite
Silas.
wrestlers. And just again, like it's very 80s. I just loved it. It's
That
Silas is
one's
crazy.
a
great.
Awesome.
thick one.
Yeah, Silas is cool.
So
Fella.
it's not so much even the mustache, it's just the dedication he had to connect it the way that he did for so
Right?
long.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
I like that.
Yeah. It was so cool.
That's impressive.
Sheamus is awesome.
Okay, on the left
Yeah.
we have the Steiner brothers, and on the right we have Rick Rude.
Ravishing.
Look, and the thing about like the Steiner, like you see how thick that is? Like it's
That's
not just like a line.
We don't see
It
facial
looks
hair
like
like that
mud
anymore.
flaps on his face. Like it looks like he seriously got mud flaps of facial hair on his
That's
cheeks. Like
real thick.
crazy.
A lot of just for men.
Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
That's nice. That looks really
Mustache Mountain, baby.
Yeah.
Again, he had a whole gimmick around it. He had merch around it, and he just lived his facial hair. It was awesome.
Love
Yeah.
it.
good. That looks really good. I like
and
that one.
yet he had that around when it was 18.
That's crazy.
Wow.
The Vaudevillains, Nita
My
Senior.
boys. I got a story about them. I met them.
Oh,
Okay.
I, I met them outside of a gentleman's club.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
neat.
Phenomenal
that's
four
actually- that's
after
actually
dark.
great.
Exposing
I t-
yourself.
I took a selfie with them, and you could see like the triple X sign in the background.
Well, so it's just funny because we were just
That's
talking
awesome.
about his wife earlier. One of them
Right.
is married to Eddie Guerrero's daughter.
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's not talk about them at X clubs. If you want to get her on the show, and just shh.
The
Triple
game.
H. So I love this. I love this Triple H incarnation. This is one of my favorite eras of his. When he had the full down, oh, it's just awesome. I love this one.
So good.
Yeah.
That was good. Those
And
were
that
good.
was our mustache collection of the day.
Yes. That was
There's so
awesome.
many more. So many more. That's just the top. That's just the tip of the mustache.
That was awesome.
See, tip of it.
Hey, Cap.
What's up?
What's up, Cap?
Gracie, I wanted to ask, did you guys want a definition today?
Oh, did we not do it?
No.
We skipped
Do
it.
All right.
I was
I
wrong.
can do
Let's hit
one
it.
quick. So do you want easy or hard? Easy or hard? What's the
One
verb?
easy, one
What are we doing?
hard.
One easy, one hard. Okay. Drizzling shits.
Wow.
Drizzling ships?
She just came at us with that. Just
Wait. Ships or shits?
Shit.
Ship.
The
Like
drizzling shits.
SHIP.
No, T.
Oh, T.
Shit.
Oh,
Drizzling
Like
shit.
poopy.
drizzling
Dog shit match.
Wow.
Just the worst match on the card.
Drizzling shits.
I want to
This is
say, okay, I'll say
legitimately
this.
in
I'll say this
wrestling.
in the response to answer this. So the drizzling shit is literally where you're kind of in the ring and then they kind of suspend something above and then like it just splatters down. They kind of did this in like 1,000 times.
Oh,
in,
Spirit Squad.
segments. Or the Spirit Squad, like they did the slime, the Dolph
okay.
Ziggler and the AJ Lee. They did the chocolate or whatever the hell it was. It just kind of seemed like shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think it is.
I love the
Is he
creativity
right?
on this one.
Is
No?
that it? That's
Oh.
not right?
No.
What is
You
it?
got it, Jesse?
I mean,
Oh, okay.
See?
Phil doesn't even
I like
know.
it.
All right.
Okay, so the drizzling shits, and you hear this actually quite a bit on commentary when you hear other pro wrestlers talking about other pro wrestlers' matches. The drizzling shits, which is a noun. In pro wrestling lingo, the worst pejorative for a match, as in the Russian match tonight, was the drizzling shits. Sometimes it's abbreviated to the shits.
The shits.
So literally, the drizzling shits is usually used in wrestling as that match was the drizzling shits. It's
That's what I
the
said. That's
worst of
kind
the
of what I said.
Yeah, kind
So-
I said the worst match.
But-
The worst match on the card.
okay, so
This
in other
is-
words,
this-
shit just straight up, it's bad. Like it
Just
was
shit.
terrible. Got
Just
it.
shit.
Okay, got it.
But not just
That match
shit.
was
It's
shit.
the drizzling shit. Okay.
More
So
you
this
know.
one might be kind of easy, might not kind of be easy. We'll see. Jabroni.
Jabroni. You
Jabroni.
jabroni. You weirdo. You lame-o. You.
And the person who
you
created this isn't actually who you think.
it's not The
Well,
Rock.
yeah, if you say that, then obviously it's not going to be him.
Is it? Didn't like. I think I know who came up with it, but I don't want to. It's just like. I don't know. Just
Again, it's something we hear all the time, but people don't actually know like the origin
Jabroni.
about it. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, jabroni.
It-
Anybody have any guesses of like what it actually means, like abroad?
idiot, loser. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of used
Um,
in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Gabe, you got anything? You want to hear?
um,
I'm pretty sure I've looked this one up before. I
I-
just cannot remember it.
This one's a long one.
I think I'm just going to have to pass it.
Okay. Jabroni, which can be spelt about 4 different ways, by the way. A derogatory term for a worthless loser or loser trying to look cooler than he is, first employed by the Iron Sheik, and then later popularized by The Rock, who described a jabroni as a phony, a goof, a punk, or a ham and egger, originating from an Italian slang for friend or dumbass in a friendly way. Due to its phonetic similarity, it's used as a synonym for jobber. So when people
Ooh.
are speaking about jobbers, they call them jabronis. And another one that I might do another day is ham and egger. I'm not sure if you guys know that definition, but a jabroni was originally talked about through the Iron Sheik. That's
If you
where
follow
Rock
him on
picked it up.
Twitter, if you follow the Sheik
says
on
it
Twitter,
every second tweet.
he says it on like every tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was about to say, you think you know when you say jabroni, it's like, oh, easily The Rock. But when you say, oh, it's not who you think it is, it was like, yep.
Yeah.
Definitely not the
Jabroni.
person
And he
you
has
think.
He has this way of saying it too. Jabroni.
Jabroni.
Like, he even said it in his like Hall of Fame speech. So we had the drizzling shits and jabronis today.
All right, those were 2 good ones. I didn't know the drizzling shit. Kind of, but not really.
Yeah,
I
Kind
didn't
of, but
know
not
it
really.
a term.
I didn't know drizzling shits at that point. But I thought it was just something about something suspending down there. That's what I
That kind
thought.
of just came out of nowhere, to be honest.
Yes, it really
I
did.
just love all your faces when I said it. You're
I
like,
was like, huh?
what?
Yeah.
There's some worse ones. We'll get interesting.
I'm sure there
next
is.
week.
Okay, guys. So we have Warrior Wrestling 25 up.
Let's go.
Yo.
Let's go.
I'm pretty excited about this.
Let's go.
Bear with me with them
Yeah.
while I'm trying to get it.
Are we gonna go through just in order to go through 25 the next couple days, the next couple weeks?
I think we should.
I think we
I would say-
should.
I would
Yeah,
say
let's
so.
do it. Let's do it.
So let's get this.
Well, how it's
started.
extended.
Because they said because the thing I tagged you guys in it, they said that like it has like backstage interviews or something like that or whatever it was.
Trey Miguel challenges Warrior Wrestling champion
KC.
Navarro for the championship.
Casey Navarro and Trey Miguel.
Navarro.
Chicago's
Nice.
favorite, and it's her
Banger.
birthday. Sky Blue will challenge
Sky Blue, who we just saw last night, right? Yeah.
wrestling action.
Yeah.
Sam Beal will go head to head with the luckiest man in wrestling, Jordan Cross.
No idea. I'm sorry.
Frank the Clown's
Yeah,
best
Boo,
friend,
Blue
Oh,
Frank.
that guy.
Oh,
rising
the
star
clown.
Davey Bang.
The guy who had like a
The
45-minute
Briscoe brothers
promo
are
last
back.
time we saw him.
Oh, the
Take on
Briscoes
the
and the
Rascals.
Oh, dude,
The
Briscoes, I'm
Briscoes.
all for that.
Young Goat, Myron Reed.
Anything
That'll
with
be
the
sick.
Briscoes
Best
in
of
there.
Pizza Chef,
That'll be
Luigi
sick.
Primo versus
Luigi
the
Primo.
Luigi.
Another epic mustache.
AEW star,
Yeah.
ROH legend,
Ah,
there he is.
Frank the Clown's heavyweight hustle.
Oh, no
Ooh.
way.
In our
Oh.
main event, AEW
Oh, hell yeah, there we go, right there.
Lucha Brothers, let's go.
Gringo
There's
Loco
Ryan
again.
Ryan
Cage.
Cage and his
And
partner,
Ryan Cage,
Contenders
nice.
medallion holder,
Settle.
Chicago's
Settle.
own Gringo.
Oh, this is a good card.
It
Can I
is.
say
Oh
I'm like
my
super
God.
excited to see how they book this because I like Warrior. They don't put all the like A top 5-star people in the same matches. They kind of like use them throughout the whole show. So like you could have had Brian Cage versus like JD said, but they didn't. That's why I like their wrestling.
This will be good.
Yeah.
I want to shoot Frank Clown to the center of the sun. I'm just saying. Torture. Having
I
to listen to a
can't.
Frank the
This,
Clown promo.
Frank the damn clown.
She's cute.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to see the Briscoes.
I know, me too.
I
That's
love
what
the
was
I
thinking.
can't.
The
I can't
Briscoes
wait
and
for
the
that one.
Rascals. Oh my God, it's gonna get good.
This card is insane.
And the Lethal
Ooh.
Brothers match.
That match
that's
is
looks
gonna be
good.
so sick, dude. Boo.
I just hope Frank the Clown takes the bump.
I think I'm gonna
Just
go put
saying.
you over on commentary because these jobbers that they have over here don't know how to do it. The greatest. Look at this guy. Look at him. Chiseled like a god. Okay?
Looks like a young Damian Priest.
Whoever the
Yeah,
hell.
it's the gauges.
I smelled a little bit of weed in the parking
He
lot.
honestly, the right guy, he kind of looks like he would be related to Damian Priest
Right.
in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
wonder
this
who
is
they have
kind of
on
cool.
commentary.
Oh, so this is the first match. Okay.
I love
yeah.
the bubble, the balloon art.
The balloon.
You're
So
right.
who do we have on
Oh,
commentary here?
Oh
We have
no. God damn it. Oh God.
How's the volume? Y'all want it up or does it sound okay?
It's
Maybe
okay.
to have a little bit up.
I don't want to hear Nick Hausman on commentary. I'd rather hear you guys talk.
Sounds good.
He's horrible.
Yeah, that's good.
I like her though. She's great on commentary. It's Mike Bailey's wife. I always forget her name.
How do you guys feel about Logan Paul?
Okay.
He did it.
And his
Respect
athleticism,
on his name.
great. Just everything else, or like anything like his character, it's really good, you know, because knowing that like he's going into the thing where he's built up everything in character, it's great. Just everything in his past.
He did a lariat better than Punk and Hangman.
Hell yeah,
That's
he
true.
did.
That's true. Yeah, I'll give him props for that.
Yeah, he really did, dude. He really did.
I think he is phenomenal.
Yeah, he should be good.
Pun intended.
Boo, Frank. Boo.
Oh, it's two different people on commentary than I thought.
Boo.
Yeah.
Is he
I
gonna
just
talk for
don't-
77 minutes again?
Oh, I hope
The
not.
only thing with the Logan Paul stuff is I just feel bad that he pushed himself so far that he's injured now. Like I never want to see anybody get hurt, but
Right.
you
Exactly.
gotta put some respect that he did that
No,
so
my
far.
God, he got a mic.
Why?
Oh,
Y'all
my
want me to fast
God.
forward this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know he's gonna
I'm
talk
gonna take a
forever.
nap.
You know
Maybe
he's gonna
get
talk
told.
forever. Look, he's still talking. He's gonna be.
Okay,
Okay, there
Here
we
we
go.
go.
there we go.
Thank
Jeez.
you, God.
Thank you, Gracie, for sparing us.
How long was that?
We're 7 minutes into the show.
Damn.
So he talked for like 5 minutes.
You know what we
Get
should
him
do
out
the
of the
next time?
ring.
The next time we have a guest on, like as a guest host, we should just be like, we have something for you to watch and make them watch a Frank the Clown promo.
Look, I'm
He's
never coming
like-
back on your show again.
What the heck? Aw, that's a waste of cake.
And it was chocolate too.
It was Black Forest cake.
Yo, that double chocolate though, that is such a waste. Chocolate icing.
Mm. Reminds me of Matilda. Who
Yeah,
made the
right.
little boy eat the cake.
He'd eat the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing.
He ate the whole
French
thing.
I still love that movie.
They're making a
It's a good
new
movie.
one, I think.
Oh, don't even tell me that.
I think there's a reboot.
What a horrible idea.
Mr. Foley's
baby
is
boy
a
is a
jabroni.
Is that jabroni?
That's not. But that's not
Yes.
Mr. Foley's baby boy. That's Mr. Foley's baby girl.
No,
In-law.
that's
Bad
the
boyfriend.
son-in-law.
FTC, that's the thing.
Mhm.
This is the thing now. What do you mean?
Oh.
FTC, Frank the Clown. Come on, Rich. It's not rocket science.
Is he trying to copyright this?
That's the thing. The FTC LLC, we're a business.
The FTC
Business is
LLC.
booming, and first matter of business for the FTC.
Can everybody on this show for 2 seconds just shut up?
Right? I'm like, how many
Right.
times am I gonna have to fast forward this?
Let's watch some wrestling. Shut up, guys.
Hey, what I'm
Not
glad
you,
about this
not
one
you.
though is they brought back the like darked out crowd.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Gotta love the darked out crowd.
it's a very like
Oh,
Fight Club
come
feel.
on, man. Really
Yeah.
had to step outside.
We are people pleasers here.
How is he wearing that? It must be stifling hot in there.
Right?
I don't know.
You have a mother wound that you need to heal.
It's still going on, and Frank the Clown's the only thing on screen still.
Fair enough. All right.
Case for me.
Well, the show's gonna be over by the time we get the match started.
Taking a second on the outside here.
Right.
Yeah, give me a
They could
second.
do
I'm
like a
gonna
Muppet.
fast forward this.
I know both of these guys very well. They're both local
That's
guys
a
here
Muppet
from
fur
Chicago.
coat. How dare you?
For Frank the Clown.
Still walking around.
Are
Still walking
you
around.
kidding me?
With Frank the
Still
Clown.
walking around.
They're still
Gracie?
going through it. Seriously.
Can you do a Frank the Clown cosplay?
I think Frank did the right thing by trying to de-escalate the situation and get
It's-
Maybe.
Oh, that's a-
How
That's a
how
scary
long
clown.
does how long does TikTok allow videos? You should just make like the longest video you can upload.
that much.
Yes.
This is my Frank the Clown.
10 minutes now or
I'll
something.
just do a promo and
You
just
could do
keep
10 minutes.
talking. I'll talk about nothing too. It'd be so
Yeah.
great.
Trained together at freelance
Talk about
back
belly
in the
button
day.
lint.
I got kicked out of the school for reasons I won't talk about. You got kicked out of freelance wrestling.
Okay,
school in
finally
Chicago.
we're getting somewhere with actual.
All right. Yeah.
Well, not movesets, but like still.
The guy in commentary, it's like, shush, I don't care where you got kicked out of. Let's watch wrestling. We should do commentary, mute them.
We should do commentary.
We would probably do better commentary.
We would do a lot better.
I wouldn't have a problem with Frank if he just would do like 2/3 less.
No, he would do just fine if he would shut the fuck up. Seriously.
Like a 6-minute promo to start the show.
For real though.
Drop down. Off the ropes.
Here we go. Here we go. Quick
Ooh,
with it.
insecurity.
Quick with it.
I'm not an insecurity, my bad. Wrong moveset.
Wrong moveset. Created him in 2K.
Oh, nice pop up.
Keep up.
A simp of what?
What? What?
The Hollywood Upstairs College as well, right?
No, not more Frank.
Oh God.
I want somebody on our team.
Oh, come on, Frank.
Can someone for next week look up the worst spot and bump Frank the Clown's overtaken so we can watch it?
Yeah, right. Needs to get hit with that rock hitting Mick Foley chair shots.
I'm not joking. Can we just have a segment every week where we just watch Frank the Clown take bumps?
Let's just
Definitely.
bury him in chairs from the audience.
Yeah.
His face paint would probably still be bright enough to get them off.
Ooh.
Now I want to know, is it me? But I'm pretty sure everybody does this. But every time you do a chop, you got to do the woo.
Woo, yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Phil's on it. Phil's on
It's
it.
essential.
I gotta see that.
Even if you're not there, you still do it.
Did you guys see Self Bet take those chops?
I did.
Oh yeah.
He's a
It's like
champ.
hamburger.
Yeah.
I think he needs to go
That
out
was
there and
cool.
recommend them himself. Try to give him a little bit of leeway.
I would be like, I'm gonna donate an extra $300 so I don't have to do this. I didn't get to watch Bree take the spicy thing. Did anybody get to see that yet?
I did. That was great.
Yeah.
She took the world's hottest gummy bear.
You should just start clipping all the crazy stuff people on the PWC do.
Yeah. It was good. She posted a clip. She posted a clip about it.
I have to see
She
that.
she took like a bite and then immediately started chugging milk.
She like drank the entire freaking
did.
chocolate milk.
She drank like the entire thing, which was crazy. Well, that was crazy
Poor
enough.
girl.
I'm such a wuss. It'd be like my would be like, okay, Dory, you don't have to eat a cracker covered in Frank's Red Hot sauce, and I'd be like, give me ice cream, please.
I would do something if we set a goal. If we set some kind of goal for the show, I would do something like that.
Yeah.
I would do something, but it wouldn't be putting anything in my stomach.
Nothing is going into my mouth.
I chugged hot sauce just on a dare one time, and I regretted it for sure.
When I was in high school, we used to have something called the vinegar challenge, where you take packages of vinegar from like Burger King or whatever, and see how many you take.
Ugh.
My max was 20, and I
Oh.
went $20.
Oh God, that's not even worth it.
Nah, I was gonna say not worth it.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
boo, Frank,
Well, if
boo.
you think about it, those little packages aren't that big. But
Pause.
Did somebody say beautiful man to Frank? They're
Pause.
delusional.
Wow. That's not how I would describe him.
So wait, so it would not be a good idea for me to send all of you guys one chip challenges for all of us to
No.
do one week?
Anything else but that.
send us what?
Is there something you need to tell us? Do you want us to die? Do you want to be the one that?
Dude, that would be such good entertainment. What are you talking about?
You guys can do that.
See, here I am being like, we're gonna do Rock's eyebrows, and you're like, I'm just gonna kill all of your assholes.
Oh yeah,
When-
is it because I'm the one that did it better than the eyebrow challenge?
Come on now, one chip challenge, all of us. Let's do it.
I can't do that.
Man, y'all are a bunch of Frank the Clowns.
I would. I just can't medically
We
do
need to
it.
start the show off hot.
No,
Damn it.
I know there's no
I
way.
know.
You know,
I'm
and there was
bummed,
a
but
major
I would have
elephant
done
in
it.
the room that needed to be addressed.
I gotta
Like
think
I
of something
said-
else then.
Decided to
Like
take
I
that
said,
burden
I've
upon
chugged hot
himself
sauce before.
to address the people of Warrior Wrestling.
Maybe that's
gotta
why
think
I
of
can't
something.
medically do it anymore.
Oh, he's doing the Eddie Guerrero, Three Amigos.
I will do challenges as long as there's no food involved because I am super squeamish with food. I don't like food mixing. I'm one of those weird people. So it's like, it'd be like, here, Dory, have shepherd's pie. I'd be like, I'll pay you money not to have to eat it.
Oh,
No.
I'll do it. I'll do it, Nate. I
No.
got you.
Your face would turn 4 shades of red.
That's not gonna happen. That would never happen.
I
why
would
you
literally
even
do
suggest
anything
something like
else.
that? See, this is why I'm here. You have a clear bio.
What if I have any hot sauce?
And I'm here to call things down the middle. Bang trying to stage a comeback.
No, I can't handle
They
that
know
stuff.
each other really well. They're gonna throw their hits as hard as possible to each other.
No, you think they're gonna hit each other as hard as you can? That's the whole point of the match. Up and over.
I kind of like that camera angle.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
cool.
That's a cool camera angle.
Ooh.
Nailed him. And Grayson seeing
Uh-oh,
stars
it's on
as
my internet.
Davey's bag. Davey's feeling it right
Looking
now.
strong right here. Cover.
1, 2.
Come
Not
on.
strong enough to get the job done, though.
Oh boy.
Oh, get off my screen.
Old. I'm gonna be 32 in a couple weeks. I can't do this much longer.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck.
Nobody cares, Frank.
Nobody cares, Frank.
What did he said he was too cold? He can't do this too much longer. He's turning 32.
I can give you a free master's class.
So your whole goal is to destroy. It's not about winning championships. It's not about making it. It's about destroying Warrior. Why would
Absolutely.
I don't understand why you would want to destroy this.
Gave out.
Championships and the accolades are
Can these two jabronis shut up?
those things at the beginning.
So what you're saying is you'd rather have one
What is
wrestler-
Yeah.
Listen,
You'd be costing
There, I
one
used it in a
wrestler,
sentence.
you'd be costing all these
And this
fans
match
their-
is the drizzling shit.
with their friends and families. Costing all the work-
Yeah, they didn't really
No, it's
start
not.
with a
The
very good
commentary is-
match to open the show.
You guys want to destroy this?
yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
On blood, so they've got it.
I don't understand one
You
bit.
gonna hit it now? Oh man, the strength.
He hit it.
Planting Grayson and Frank the Crown on the outside. Can't
Took a
believe
slight
himself.
time.
Davey to put it away.
And
Oh,
Oh, because you said it.
yeah.
You should
It
have a
still
counter
holds
on the
up.
bottom.
The
Still
theory
holds
Show
holds
us
up.
up.
counter.
yeah,
The neep counter. How many times are they going to say that's it? And
I'm
then
hanging out
no.
right now.
no.
I seriously want to find. I've never found a match that's like that, where they say, "Oh, well, that's it," and then that's it. It's never happened ever.
Oh, the blue.
Blue
Maybe a
Thunder,
bomb.
Hey, that was good.
Blue Thunder Bomb.
Ooh,
Oh, that was three.
close.
Come on. What do you mean slow count?
Slow count, that was like 5.
He's been
That was actually a fast
This referee
count.
has been counting consistently the entire
One guy sounds like he's like taking your order at a drive-through. Like
I'm sure you
the quality of their microphone is not matching up.
You know what? I can relate that.
Yeah,
have a good day.
it's
Yes, you
just
can.
not. It's like it's like a tin can.
Would you like a shake with that?
Treated me in the past.
I've been nothing but
Oh,
polite.
and he's throwing up the year number
Gentleman and a
ones.
scholar.
Uh-huh.
As I said many times about Frank the Clown, I'm going to say the same thing.
I think he's actually doing it through a cup and string
Yeah.
commentary.
Never has somebody
I think these guys talk more than Frank.
accomplished so much.
Yeah, they do. Where'd the girl go?
Frank the Clown, and now you're latching yourself to his coattails.
Whoa, big words from a little man.
You hear a big word for a little bit.
Grayson's in trouble.
Oh,
Davey get kicked in the face. That's payback. Get him, Storm.
No.
oh.
Ooh,
Down comes the knee pad.
Oh.
I hope
what the hell was he selling? Ooh, Spanish fly.
Ooh.
I was a little confused on it too. I was like, what just
Two.
happened?
Ooh.
Counted 2. That's counting a little too fast there.
Yeah.
That was more like a 1, maybe like a 7/10 of a second, if you will.
All right.
These guys are just trying to find anything to talk about.
I know.
Trevor Outlaw again is
But I think they have a special guest. One of the Frankie Clown people are actually in the commentary. That's what we saw in the beginning.
Okay,
So I
let's
feel
just,
like
Ah.
that's the reason.
let's
Boo.
just listen to them for 10 seconds of commentary, see what they say.
He was actually trying to help Davey.
this is with the clothesline.
Go for the other one.
Oh,
That was a great reversal.
Move by
That's
David
good.
Bang, and now looking
Oh, he's gonna fly.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
And that's why I don't sit front row at indie shows.
Oh my
Whoa.
But
god.
honestly, that's the thrill of
Storm Breeze
it.
would never do that to the fans.
Yeah, getting
That's-
kicked in the
I'm-
face. You gotta love that.
I'm too fragile for that.
Hey, I had almost got knocked over by Dalton Castle at one show.
That would be me and my kids right there, though.
Too much momentum.
Take a
One,
kid out.
2.
Oh, Frank.
Oh,
Damn
Frank!
it, Frank.
God damn it, Frank!
Damn it.
It's like
Somebody needs to take care of that man.
it's a phenomenal force
So
where
you know what? Get Mick Foley to come out and discipline him.
Come get your son-in-law, man.
to be fair, Foley hates him. Just saying.
Why is he putting his hands on FTC? I don't like this. Storm, get him.
Yeah, from now on, anybody wants to surrender show, let's
Ooh,
just call it
running
Storm.
knee.
That was good footage.
1, 2, 3. That's it.
What a match. Yeah, what a match.
I like the camera angles in this, though. They've got some really cool camera angles.
Frank needs to win the approval
Frank
of Mick Foley.
sucks. Frank sucks.
How long was that segment,
It
Gracie?
started, the match
was
started
that?
at like 8 something.
Yeah, and it's at 2:22.
22.
22.
Like a 12-minute match, give or take.
Around
It's like
that,
12 moves and just a bunch of talking.
Bunch
I'm
of
going
talking.
to write down.
What's really
What is
sad
it?
is that match wasn't horrible. It's just like the commentary and the interference keeps
Oh,
you right
really
out
did
of
it.
it.
Yeah, it really did it.
It was a lot to take in.
You should watch it again muted.
Yeah, right. Boo, Frank
Okay,
it off my
guys.
screen.
That is the show for today. Thank you again to our sponsors, Rootless Coffee, and our special guest today, Red Dog. He
Shout out
was
Red
a
Dog.
really cool
Yeah, Red
dude.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So, and thanks for hanging out with you guys, or thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. If you haven't hit the follow button, hit the follow button. If you want to watch us without ads, hit the subscribe button. It's free for Amazon Prime people. So we'll be here again next week, same time, same place. And always remember, you guys, keep being phenomenal.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Peace.